Ladies and gentlemen, this RedGamingTech.com video, I'm going to be taking a look at the original Witcher, which is of course an RPG type of affair released on the PC. It's currently on sale in many different places, and even if not on sale, it's fairly cheap now anyway, since it's had a sequel released. The Witcher 1 had a variety of problems on release, but basically developers released a second version called the Enhanced Edition, and unlike some game developers I could mention, they actually released the upgrade for free for those of you who actually owned it, and your copy became an Enhanced Edition. Anyway, I purchased the Enhanced Edition, but I haven't really gotten that far in it, and so I basically lost all my progress when I formatted my system quite recently. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay and also basic from the beginning. Who knows, maybe it'll become a let's play, depending, as I've basically finished Fear 3 as of recording this. So, anywho, you can see that the options menu is fairly simple. This is the main options, which contains tutorials, subtitles, that kind of stuff. For the most part, it gives you everything you want, including the ability to invert the mouse. Video options look fairly simplistic, but there's actually advanced, and we'll get to that in a moment. I'm going to be recording in 720p, so yeah. I will say that this game is actually fairly loud, so I'm actually going to turn that down a little bit so I can actually hear you, so I'm not actually yelling and thinking, because otherwise, you know, it's not going to be too good for you guys. There is quite a lot of audio options available here, and I'm just going to turn down the music just a smidgen so we can more hear the voices. It's annoying how that backs out all the way though, I must admit. Anyway, this game is a very hardcore PC title, despite the fact that The Witcher 2, of course, is on the 360. It is very PC orientated and has a lot of hotkeys. And you're going to want to switch between fighting styles fairly often, is basically what it comes down to on this particular title. Strong does more damage, fast is quicker, and basically leaves you less open. And group is, well, does less damage to a singular enemy, but rather obviously is more adapt to fighting groups. And there is various magic in this game as well. Basically you are playing as a witcher, who is basically like a demon hunter. I think that's the simplest way of kind of explaining it. Anyway, under the graphics options themselves, I do like the fact that it's actually a bar. I don't like games where it's got medium, high, high, medium, high, low, lowest. It's like, because you don't actually have any idea what it is. You know, you kind of scroll and scroll and, hey, is this the highest? No, okay. And then you keep going and eventually you go back to low, and it's a pain in the butt. Whereas at least on this, you can just see what you've got. You can say, hey, you know what, I could see that anisotropic filter and anti-aliasing and blah blah blah, and you know what, you can just turn this down. Although it's not a slider as per se. For example, with the visibility range, you can't kind of have a happy medium between far and average. It's just a small point. It's not something that I'm going to complain about too much. Yeah. So for the most part, pretty much all of these have low and medium and high. There's no kind of very high or whatever. So anyway, just something to point out. So I'm going to click back on that. Now, when you click on New Game, because we're playing the Enhanced Edition, which I'm assuming many of you guys are going to have anyway if you're buying this. If not, you can get a free upgrade, of course, providing you own the legit version. If you click on Play Witcher, you'll basically play through the original game, with a few changes basically towards the quests, which fix some of the bugs and so forth. As I said, the original game was a little bit buggy, although pretty much all of that stuff has been resolved in this particular version. So yeah, anyway, you can play through the original Witcher, or you can play this, which is basically based upon the world and characters of the Witcher. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to click on the original Witcher. In this case, there's also multiple difficulty settings. For novice gamers, combat is easier, alchemy is not required. This one is basically combat is challenging, alchemy is useful, and finally this is for advanced. Personally, I would recommend not going with this one, even if you're really good at games at the start, and I'll tell you why. Alchemy can be a bit difficult to learn the concepts behind for A, and for B, the combat in this game, particularly at the start, can be extraordinarily brutal. although it was somewhat retuned for the enhanced version. This is also particularly true of Witcher 2. Witcher 2 was really brutal when you first loaded the game. I'm talking extraordinarily so. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on quite a bit here, so I'm going to click on medium. There's also keyboard and mouse controls. Now, I think this is kind of obvious, and I do quite like the fact it gives you two. This is basically more WAS orientated, and that's what I'm going to be going with, because I think it gives you slightly more control. That's not to say that you can't do this, it's just that this one's more strategic. Consider this one more like Diablo or Neverwinter Nights, although it's not quite the same, but you get the idea. So anyway, I'm going to click on that, and that's going to finally get me past this. I do really like their logo, by the way. Off topic. Anyway, KR Moran, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, probably pronounced horribly wrong. The loading times on this game are actually fairly lengthy. They're not awful, but compared to some games out there, as well as a horrible thing, I have a dual monitor support, and I've noticed that my mouse has a tendency to go to the second monitor. So this could reduce, induce some rage.
Sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight. Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering what had happened to the Witchers. The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwen. The year 1270, 5 years after the Great War.
I'm obviously going to let the voice acting come in for a couple of reasons. One, it gives you an idea of the storyline. Two, it gives you an idea of the quality of the writing and so forth. I actually find overall that voice acting and storyline on this game is fairly good, although it doesn't really have a quick pace at the beginning. But I wanted to show the game from the start because it does have some really awesome things in it. The game has quite a distinctive graphical styling.
Where am I? Everything's all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends. Though you look like you just left your grave.
You'll also notice annoying little things, such as, say, the truck having the grass go straight through it. That's annoying. To be fair though, I actually noticed that with Far Cry 3. If you actually look at Far Cry 3, the grass, when you're driving in the vehicle, you can actually see it. It's particularly in foresty areas. It actually comes through the floor of the car, and that really pisses me off. But yeah. A small little quarry on my part, but just pointing it out there. Darn. That'd be pretty big. So it's nice to enter a castle that has a skull on the drawbridge. Just me, does the wagon wheel look like it's a bit, what's the word?
Get Triss.
Iffy, I think is the correct term.
Your time nears its end, witches. Enjoy things while you can.
wrong. You missed the parry. I keep repeating this. Pirouette always followed by a back cross parry. Always.
Barely 2 days have passed since they found you.
Mm-hmm. I owe my recovery to you. Thank you, Triss.
Remember anything?
Not much. Look below. I know the moves. Pirouette, parry, cut. I can't explain it, but I feel a bond when we speak. I know you were important.
Geralt, we...
I need to think.
Time flows slowly at Kaer Morhen.
Ha! It worked! Not bad. Take a rest. What do you think, Geralt? Is he ready for the path?
Wait for the rest. He's alone. The professor promised 50 orens for every freak we kill.
He's mine!
Vesemir, we got company.
Ow.
I'm shutting the gate.
That's what I was saying, things escalate fairly quickly on this game.
Forms.
So yeah, that's basically straight into it. Move over the cursor to the sword and left equip. And we can just simply go hacky flashy time. Slash.
You'll regret the day you were born. What are you waiting for?
Oh, okay, got it.
How do you feel?
Fine.
So it's a single attack, you
Anyone
have to
know who
keep
the
clicking
intruders
it. I
are?
actually completely forgot
Ordinary
about that.
bandits would never attack Kaer Morhen.
That we know, Marigold. You could try some of your famous magic.
In due time, Lambert.
Enough! We need to check the other possible passages to the upper courtyard.
Kind of a weird angle, wasn't it? Over the shoulder. The shift to unlock. There we go. Or we can go more like this. And I think we're definitely going to go more like this, because I like the Waz.
Remember, Geralt,
Waz makes me a happy bunny.
they've always sought to destroy us.
Spanks for the info, bro. There we go. Up we go. Now, in my opinion, Witcher 2 is actually a superior game to the original Witcher.
What's happening?
Although
They're
some
trying to
people would
break down
disagree,
the gate.
I actually
They
really
won't get
prefer
anywhere
Witcher 2.
without a battering ram.
I think the combat and so on works a little bit nicer.
Shit! What is that?
You were saying, bro?
A frightener. One mean beast.
Savola. I know him. A mage as ambitious as he is insane.
Oh dear.
They're coming up
Bugsy's
here.
not fighting
Get
that.
ready.
There's more! They're entering the upper courtyard!
The one in glasses is the professor. Murder for hire. I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them.
Professor, you know the way. Get to it.
$1 for those of you who could guess who.
The professor is wanted in Redania. I don't recognize the sword.
Marigold, I'm interested in whether you can disarm Savola. The rest...
I'll try.
They're coming.
The Frightener is very dangerous, but it's vulnerable.
The bell's in the up.
Exactly. Eskel, Lambert, you'll help me stop the Frightener and the bandits. Leo, when we're there...
I'll figure something out.
Let's do this.
Alone?
They're just bandits, though one might be infamous.
Forever alone. Use the mini-map. Tap left click on the map. Two, three. Now, if you time it, you can actually kill them quicker. 1, 2. For example, you do murderiness.
You'll regret the day you were born. I'll make you squeal.
Okay, die!
Mess with me and die.
You were saying, bro? There we go. At the start, it's fairly linear, to be honest. The combat is not that challenging, and frankly boring. One of the reasons for this is that you don't actually have any particular cool abilities. You literally just have the standard, we're going to introduce you to the game, we're going to, you know, put the proverbial hand wheels on. But you can see that you can quickly take them out once you get used to the timing. This game is very timing orientated, though it isn't particularly difficult to figure out, to be honest with you. But once you do, you're able to quickly take them out. However, mistiming it,
I'll make you squeal.
okay, left click to finish them off. I'd actually already done that, but there we go. Now, one thing we're going to unlock quite soon are various different fighting styles. Different fighting styles are, of course, very important on this game. You can see right now, if I press the different things, it's not really doing that much. It's basically what's happening, which is obviously not that great. The fast style, okay. Right, 2, 3. It quickly takes them out. Soon we'll unlock magic, I assure you. Use a strong style to defeat larger armored opponents. So, it basically prevents them from parrying and so forth. So it depends on if they're more parry happy. Okay.
You'll regret the day you were born.
Ow. Right, there we go. Perfect, baby. Perfect. Okay, so now we're moving forward. Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. You can actually kind of hop. Oh. Need more upper body strength, bro. Do you even lift?
Follow me, back to Savola.
Do you even lift? Anyway, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and done. It's actually good to mentally time it. I don't know why, but hey. What does this do?
dare challenge the salamander?
I can't move. Hey! I actually do, bro. To my credit, it seems like it worked pretty well for me. I can't actually loot them, which is kind of throws you off a little bit. But regardless, alright. Ah, more bros, okay. Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning. Oh, jeez. This game is bloody, I forgot about that. You know what I really hate? Is people shooting me from bloody long range. Fortunately, they're basically meat. Uh-huh. Okay. It's very important to get the right styles, or you're not going to be too successful. Okay, so we're going to be going down here, I believe. Alright, it's fairly linear so far. Let's go with strong. I don't want to get involved in that. You'll actually notice their life at the bottom. The red circle underneath them, obviously.
You'll regret the day you were born.
Cool. Simple. Poke. Oh dear. Or they could have just released the gate.
You're alive. You could have told me about the stairs.
What do you mean? You just told me.
Supposed to fix them yesterday.
We're not masons.
No matter. The professor and the other mage must be hiding in the keep.
Face the truth, Witchers. They're here to rob you.
Triss, child, we have nothing of value. Some goods.
I mean the laboratory, and you know it. Someone wants your.
You're jumping to.
Triss may be right.
One thing at a time. We shouldn't turn our backs on.
And you can't let the
Right as Geralt, you've dealt with mages.
Just recon it.
No one will be sorry if
I can handle.
We'll see what.
Take these potions just in case. Drink the Thunderbolt now and keep Swallow for when you need healing. We'll make Triss.
Okay. Thunderbolt. Ah, why hold on. Yo. Up we go. In we go, baby. There is an autosave on this, by the way, as you might have noticed in the menu earlier. Some people dislike it.
Yeah, we were fencing on the floor pegs when that strange storm came.
Well, you'll make a good sword.
I know.
Okay, care. I have very little of it. Oh, it's a bit difficult to do that since, well, guess what, bro? I love how I'm the one that's basically absorbing the beats. Sweet. Are you still fighting? There we go. Cool. Actually, it's quite nice architecture, I must say. The group style finally gives us it. Kind of like Gangman style, apart from for groups. Come on, die! Now we switch between styles as necessary. And bang, and bang, and bang. Okay, all done. Let's keep to this particular style. Soonish, we should unlock a magic ability, I believe. That was quick.
The energy you annexed from the Circle of Elements is enough to stop the witches?
You trembled, yet you complained Savola would have them all, leaving none for you. Did the sight of a single witcher, White Wolf himself, instill fear?
The aforementioned, considered dead I might add, is a known killer. I'll gladly challenge him.
Leo, stand back. Come on, Professor.
Time is essential. I wield the power of the Circle of Elements. They are no threat.
I'm kind of inclined to believe what he's saying.
Mutagens ready for teleportation in 15 minutes. Our witches shan't trouble us.
The magic barrier looks solid.
They're robbing us. Geralt, clear the passage up.
A sign?
The Ard. I can't do it since I broke my fingers training along. Cast the Ard at...
I don't remember.
Let's go to the Circle of Elements, a source of the power.
All right.
Well, run then, bro. Okay, I'll just go then. Why wait for your candy ass? There we go. Alright.
Success?
We'll see in a minute.
I knew it would work.
Let's get back.
We will.
Before
Now things get a bit more interesting. Maybe I actually get multiple of these signs throughout the game. There we go. That one's pretty cool. That could be used in combat as well, of course, to knock back enemies, which is infinitely more helpful than you would imagine.
Plague.
Triss, child.
If the mage aligned with the...
All right.
I said...
Don't panic, man.
Vesemir...
Enough.
maybe we...
Geralt's right.
Only I can break the barrier.
Vesemir?
I'll stay in.
The lab is
I'm going with
important.
Triss. Forget
I'm
the
going
fright
with
now.
Me too.
It's decided then.
Savola just cast a spell. Something...
The ground is shaking. Feel it?
They're breaking through.
Watch out.
Oh shit.
Quickly, defend the laboratory.
That sounds an awful lot like run to me. I don't know about you. Hey, I'm good to not fight. I don't know, like a massive locusty bug thing. I don't even know what the balls you classify that as.
This could be... It restores endurance.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's go this way. Okay, another cutscene, really?
You'll go no further, White One.
A bluff. He's exhausted from teleportation. Magic light is about all he can muster.
Go. We'll deal with him and join you.
Underestimating an opponent. Now the energy of my people will make me stronger.
It will, huh? Well, it'd be a shame if something would happen to them. There we go. I hate that teleport so much. There we go, I'm carving him nicely. Right, the great thing about this is now I can actually cast another one of these. Come on. Bitch, please. Come on, die. Oh, he can still teleport, that's a pain. I have to admit, the guy who's cheering me on is a pain in the butt himself. There we go. That wasn't so bad.
Are you hurt? Did he get you?
Nah.
Did it
But
get
if those
me?
were magic lights, I'd hate to face a truly powerful sorcerer.
I wanted to help, but
Savola's eating dirt.
we need to help.
Let's go.
You wanted to help, but you thought it'd be safer outside. That's cool, bro. That's cool.
They're ransacking the laboratory. The other mage is... I underestimated him. Hurry.
Oh, come on. It shows right there you've got a full life bar. Come on. Get your candy ass up, woman.
found it. We have what we came for. Professor, deal with those witches.
I hear witches can parry bolts in flight. Let's see.
Leo, stop!
Guess you can't.
Another fairy tale.
What happened?
Smashed ribs, punctured lung. He's dying.
He needs White Rafford's decoction. Hang on, Leo. It was here. I can't find it.
Vesemir. Leo is dead.
That's usually what happens if you take a crossbow to the lung.
How did this happen?
He attacked the professor. I was late.
It's not your fault, Geralt. We're all to blame. Triss barely made it fighting for us. These are bad times for witchers, and something tells me they'll only get worse.
Is it safe up top?
Relatively. Some stragglers up there, but we'll deal with them later. You look tired. I'd like you to rest. I'll keep watch and tend to Leo's body.
I'll click on the meditation icon.
I'll find you later.
What we got here? Journal. Inventory. Hero. Ah, yes. You can see we can actually get various attributes and bits and pieces. Alright, close hero. Strength, damage. Each of these unlock various bits and bobs, such as resistance to bleeding, knockdown resistance, and you can see as well that each of them, it's quite a big tree. It's not like you've just got one path you can go down, and indeed the same thing here as well. And you can even increase your sword as well. Intelligence. It's pretty awesome stuff. I need basically a few hundred more experience points that I can unlock something and actually level up my shit.
All that's missing is a mage who'd know how to use this.
Yeah. Pretty rinse that, I think. What the balls is that? Alright.
Mosses and grasses. The smell is heady.
Yes?
I'll rest a bit. Okay, I'll meditate an hour. Okay, I'll meditate till dusk, meditate till noon. What time is it now? 11. Okay, so if I meditate till, say, dusk. Okay, how do you actually activate it, though? Oh, initiate. Let's go for, like, 3 hours of meditation. That'll help. I'm not actually sure what the benefits are by giving more rest.
Eskel came by while you were...
That's a...
I've made a decision, Wolf. I see. We need to bid Leo farewell.
And the bandits?
Yes, we need to finish things. But first, we must make a healing potion for...
I can do that.
Lambert will give you the formula.
Lambert? He doesn't hate...
Feels guilty, I think. The first thing Triss'll hear when she wakes is, let's get to work. Later...
Fine.
Left click on the journal. Groovy. Journal. Hero. Still on Novice Witcher. QQ. QQ. Okay, J for journal. Alright, there's... Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Might as well go down this route first. Why? Well, seemed like a logical place to start. What happens if we click on this again? Ah, fair enough. Well, we've already got that then. Okay, let's go this way. Running's a bit dicey, I have to say. Kind of... Well, I do at least have a good speed. Combat is actually reasonable on this game. It just at the start, I think it's very unlike. I think they basically went the complete opposite route as they did in Witcher 2. In Witcher 2, the game starts off extremely brutally. On this one, it's almost like, there, baby. You don't worry, you little pretty head. We won't hurt ya. What the hell is going on the frame rate on this area? Must have been a bit of a dicey load. Yeah, interesting. Okay, it doesn't look like we can actually go down that. Unless, maybe we can. Actually, wait, let me have a look. Can we... No. Game pause. No, okay. So there's no way. Alright, looked like you could. Barrels over there. Alright, skip. Okay, so if we go into this room...
Geralt, is something wrong?
No time to talk. I need to make a potion for Triss.
You should find a vial of white gum. Grab some if you find any stragglers, finish them. We don't need prisoners. The stairs are through that door. I'd go, but Marigold lies unconscious by the fire.
I'll find you later,
I'll find
bro.
you later.
Anyway, I think this is pretty good for a place to call this particular video. I hope it gives you an idea of the game, at least a very brief idea. I'm probably going to put out another video because this game really requires a lot of showing off, and also I'm really enjoying it as well. So as I said, I'll probably create a Let's Play series out of it since I'm so close to the end of Fear 3. With that all said, hopefully you've enjoyed the video and in having a good new year as well. So, bye for now guys, and take care of yourselves. Oh, actually I need to save that. It gives me a good opportunity to show off the save system as well, I suppose. And see, you can actually load from multiple autosaves. It doesn't keep writing over the previous one. And for any game that does that, you need to be smacked. That's annoying. But regardless, you can actually create a new one. There we go. Show that. It actually is kind of weird it goes to the loading screen when it does that. Nevertheless, anyway, hopefully I will see you guys around soon. Take care of yourselves and bye for now.